Well, good afternoon my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and I brought you into the kitchen just to see about taking this Vanda Peaches. This is this lovely one that's in bloom, and this one was purchased on very recently, the 18th of May, and this one's bloomed its little heart out, still blooming. I think we might have just one more bud there. You see that one little bud? And, excuse me, I've looked at it today because it's due to be watered, and I've noticed that root outside the plastic part, and I've noticed that green growing tip outside that part of the pot. So I thought, well, this is going to be a good time now to repot this and put it in the holey clay pot. And I've also got the other Vanda Peaches, which was purchased on the 24th of June 19, and I think that this one didn't flower for me, unfortunately, but I put it in this open type basket. So it is exactly the same Vanda Peaches. And what was it called then? Vanda Peaches, falcata by curvifolia. So I'm going to try and incorporate them both into the holey clay pot. Okay, so I'll empty that one out. Now what I've done here, I've done some fertilised water, and it's rainwater, and I've got a TDS of 163 and a pH 7.45. So this is to go upstairs to do the Vandas, and I thought, well, I'm not going to actually put any pH down in it. First of all, I'm going to soak some of the bark here and then I'm going to test that runoff water to see what it comes out at and see whether it lowers it. I mean, this is only going to be in this container like 10 minutes or something like that. But I just thought I'd do that. I'm going to switch the light on and then we'll get ourselves ready. I'm just going to have a little mouthful of tea so I don't start coughing. And if we take the little plastic stake out, I'll try and bring you as close as I can, and of course that's the little plastic zip tie, which I can get rid of at this moment in time. So I'm wanting to be careful because, like I say, that's an active fruit. That's an active fruit, and there probably is more active fruits, and so it's quite happy. Oh, I've got a moth. Got it. I think it was a moth. It's quite happy in this pot, but what I don't want it to do is, because I take it out of the terracotta, and what I don't want to do is keep removing it from the terracotta as these roots penetrate more outside. So let's just gently does it. There we go, you see there's the roots, and some quite decent bark here. I can reuse this. It's not deteriorated at all. Well, it won't because it's only May. And so I'm going to put this back in here and use the bark that I've been soaking in this fertilised water. Now, can you see where that root's attached? Let's have a look. Oh yes, you see a nice growing tip. Let's just have a look if there's anything I can remove. Some of the bark's just falling off, which I don't mind. Now that's can you see this root here? That's a dead root. put that on to one side, and it looks as though we've got another dead root there. Let me just have a look. That's the one I want to get rid of. So I ventured out today to the post office. I've had my hair cut. Well, I haven't had it cut, I've only had it trimmed. And so I've done the first venture out to the post office. I was a little bit apprehensive because I had got my mask on and everything, but there were two there who weren't wearing masks, two members of the public. And of course, mind you, one was only probably in her 20s, the other one was probably in her 40s, but I wore my mask anyway. Right, so I've just cut a little bit of a dead end to that root. May as well just get rid of some of these little bits that are no good at all. And let's have a look. Our next adventure is the end of the month when we go to visit the daughter who lives in Wales. So that'll be our next venture out. And there you see there's a crack in that root. Can you see there's a crack there? And that root's died back a little bit. So what I'm going to just do with that, I'm just going to cut that end back. Yeah, Keith's got the cricket on. It's the start of the cricket season, but it's been delayed with the rain. Right, so that's that one. I'm just going to put it on top of this bark over here that I've got soaking. I hope it doesn't fall over and break that nice flower inflorescence. Right, so this is the other one now, and again I've got a zip tie there. I've got one there. Can you see the one I've got there? And I've got the one there. And you might think, well, why are you bothered, you know, taking this out now when it's already settled? Well, I don't know that it's already settled, but I may as well have. Oh, sorry, just knocked myself with this piece of wire. I may as well have them together as a part. Let's see whether this one will come out, or whether I've got it attached somewhere else. You can, there we go. I can see the curvifolia part of it because you see they kind of have a woody root. You see, there, that's just like curvifolia. And see, that's still got a very, very tiny green growing tip. This one I've lost, so I'm cutting that back. This piece of woody one here is now the use and on it, so I'm cutting that back. Sorry if you weren't in vision. And let's have a look what's down in here. Nothing's down in here. That's the stem, that's the root, and that was its attempt at the roots this year. And we've got a nice green growing tip there. Alright, so let's no more ado just check this runoff water. Oh, that's another trait of the curvifolia. Can you see? Maybe that's why it's called curvifolia. Can you see how it curves? Can you see that way? Yeah. Right, so I'm going to just pour a little bit of this runoff water in here. And let's see. Oh, maybe that's too much. Never mind. It's quite accurate now, this pH meter, so let's switch it on. And bearing in mind that it was 7.45. So And it usually now, don't know whether you'll see this. Right, it's gone up to 5.47 and it's rapidly going down now to 5.40. Oh, 5.39 now. Gosh, that's dropped it. 5.38, 7. Right. So, I think you'll see that now. It's stopping. Ooh! I've disturbed it, so it's lowered it. Let it come back up. There we go, can you see? Now it looks as though it's stopped at 5.31. I can lift that up without disturbing it. 5.31. There we are. So it's dropped from 7.45 to 5.31. So I'm glad I didn't put any pH down in it. So I'm going to write that down, 5.31. 5.31. See, since I've recalibrated this, it works very, very quickly now. So I'm going to switch that off, and this goes in the deionised water over here, and that stays in there until I put it away. Right, here we come. Holey clay pot. There we go. And it's got a big hole in the middle. Now I'm worried about any bark falling through. Not really. Let me just see if there's a big piece that maybe I can place at the bottom. Some nice big thick pieces so they don't fall through the holes. Let's see. I suppose I could put some mesh, but I don't think we need any mesh. Right, so there's just 2, 4, there's just 5 pieces down there. Can you see them? And then I want there to be enough room for the excess water. Right, okay, so let's have a look. Let's just position it first. And that's the my original Vanda Peaches. Now what did I do with that? Okay, because what I'm wanting to do, I'm going to keep both labels. See, that's the label for this. I want to keep both labels, so that could go there, and the roots are already virtually down at the bottom. Can you see? Okay, so we put that one there. I will have to try and secure it there, because it's like all the curvifolias, they always want to tilt one way, which is the biggest nuisance there is. Let's see if I can do it this way. And let's bring the other one up, the one that's in flower with the bigger root. Can you see? Let's see if we can bring this in without doing too much damage. There we go. Let's have a look. Could I bring it a little bit higher, do you think? Just so that the fans are just slightly elevated. The thing is now with this back one, that's better. There. Oh, that's it. What I'm wanting is this back one, just to, because it's the smaller of the two, just to stay a little bit elevated at the back here. Okay, so now, hopefully that won't fall forward. Let's introduce some bark now. And because it was due for watering, I decided to fertilise this bark, and then when I do water these, which is not as often as the ordinary Vandas, because they have to get watered every day. I check these every other day. Now let's just see. Let's just slightly bring you up a bit. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can bring this one and that one. Let's put some bark down here. I've got a woody bit here. Okay, at the back. And I'm going to get a ziplock and see for this one at the back here. There's a little, and you see that little bit of woody area there. There. I'm going to see if I can ziplock that into place. Right. Now is it better there, or is it better just slightly further along? Let me get a zip tie. Are you still with me? There's that little piece there. You can see there, can't you? There. And got a little tiny hole here. I think that's the hole to hang the Vandas or whatever you're wanting. Let's see if I can. All you're going to get is my hand at the moment, but do apologise. Let's see if I can bring that through this root here. Trouble is, it's got a natural bend in it, this zip tie. Right, now will it let me? Don't you dare. There we go. Come out. And what I wanting it to do is to go into the same, come out into that same area. There, I've got it. There. Now is it going to be right? Yes. Yes. There. And you see? And if I just zip it here now, so come on, it's reluctant to, there we go, to push its way through. There we go. Come on. Well, that isn't going anywhere now, that isn't. That's solid. Absolutely solid, that one. Now I wonder, you see, can you see? That is solid. Now I'm just wondering whether or not, and it's wanting to curve that way, whether I can get this one to curve this way. Let's have a look. See what I mean? Let's bring you up just a fraction. There. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's see if I can just, see, there's that same little woody bit there. Now, I could bring that woody bit to here and tie it here. or a little bit lower down, and that secures that. And then let's have just a quick think about it, because if I secure that this way here, bring it up a little bit and secure it here, then do you think that's going to be, let me have a look. See what we think. See, it naturally wants to come out here, and there's a root just emerging there, a little tiny root. So let's have a look. Where's that plastic piece of plastic? What I don't want to do is trap any emerging roots. I want them to go down into the media. So I think what I'm looking for, and I've just found it, is a big claw clip. Now let's have a look. Because I've got roots coming out at the back here, I'd like just to clip it round here, but I don't know whether I'm going to be very successful in clipping it in between these fans. Can you see how I'm trying to get the, I wonder if I can get it through there like that. Can you see? There. And that's the fan where this inflorescence is coming out of. So I think that's going to be fine. Oh, tell me, these little jobs, you just think to yourself, oh, it'll only take a couple of minutes, and it usually takes longer. Oh, look at that, that's brilliant. Can you see already? One of those roots is already wanting to, oh! And we've got that one already out. It looks as though that's slightly damaged, can you see, on this side. I wonder whether I can slightly just bring that in. No, it won't let me bring it in. Oh, I could do. Oh, right. I've brought that in now, only just to protect it. Because what I don't want it to do is get damaged on the outside, because these holey clay pots can be quite rough. Right, we're getting there now. And then all I do then, once it's settled in this pot, is just place the pot in fertilised water every 2 or 3 days, and we're good to go. Right, let's just make sure I'm going to cover these roots up. We've got a little area here, don't know whether you'll see, can you see that little area here? It's only a small part there, there's just a little gap. Now, have I got any quite biggish pieces of bark that can just go down into that area without, I'm looking for quite thick ones so they won't actually, there's not a nice thick one, they won't actually fall out. There we go. Another nice thick piece. really, but let's just see if I can just put a couple more pieces around here. Okay, there we go. Right, so there we are. That was quite easy. Oh look, one of those little areas there where there's a hole. That piece of clay hasn't come out of it, but never mind. There, now let's have a look. See, there's what I mean about that when the bark comes out. So we've got this area now where there's a little tiny root. Can you see? Wanting to bob through there. We've got the blooms still intact, and we've got that one little tiny bud there. Still a slight fragrance. That is the area, and there's room for that emerging root. I might just put another little piece of bark if I can find a piece just to go down there. There we go. Turn it round. See? You still get pieces of bark that want to come out. And I don't want them to come out. And there's the other one at the back. So, and of course this one at the back, there's a couple of pieces down here that has got to be filled in. Whether or not I can get it to go down there. These are all little cosmetic things, you know what I mean. I like to fill in the little holes if I can, and because there's enough holes in this, it doesn't need another hole. But I'm careful of that root there, and then it's going to stand. Oh, can you see the roots under there? Can you see the roots inside? See? So already that's going to be able to, I'll put it up here. And yeah, we're running out of time, so I better not. There we are. There we are. Vanda Peaches. 2 Vanda Peaches potted together now, and hopefully they'll be able to stay in this pot for a little while longer anyway. So thank you for joining me, and thank you to all my new subscribers. And I've had a few lazy days, so I've not been replying to comments, so I do apologise. But thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye bye now.